It's warfare time! Hey guys, Roberto here. I'm back again finally with a brand new review. If you guys are wondering what I'm going to be reviewing today, it's going to be the Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel Blaze Megazord. So hey guys, how are you? It's been a long time since I've made a toy review. Probably, it's been a month or two, I think. Yeah, the last time I made a review was like in October. And I filmed that review actually in like September, so it's been probably like 3 to 2 months that I've made an actual toy review. And it's really annoying when you kind of like take a hiatus from reviewing toys because you got to get back into the whole sitting down in a seat and talking about a toy for 30 minutes. But you know, I'm getting used to it again. And yeah, and today I'm going to be reviewing this really cool new Megazord. And yeah guys, and I think you guys are used to this by now. I've been doing this since 2014. So you guys know the usual thing where every other year there's a super season or there's a new season. And yeah, and next year's going to be the super season for Ninja Steel, just like how there was a Dino Supercharge. We're getting a Super Ninja Steel, and that'll be basically the same team, the same theme and everything, just with new Megazords and new toys and new modes. And yeah, and then after that, after 2018, we're going to be getting either a Q-Ranger adaptation or George adaptation. They still haven't revealed what season we're going to adapt from Sentai next. But for now, all we know is that we're getting another season of Ninninger footage. So yeah, that'll be really fun. And yeah. Now guys, I don't want to ramble too much with this toy review because, you know, I don't want to make it like 40 minutes long. However, I want to talk about something real quick. I have not been a fan of the Ninja Steel toy line. I was actually planning on making a video where I sat down and I talked about the season overall and, you know, how much of a letdown most of the show has been so far. And the toy line has been like a meh to me. But I feel like I've done like so many videos of me just sitting down and talking about random stuff in Power Rangers, and I just want to get back into the toy reviews. But I guess I'll sum it up here real quick before I start this review. I had a lot of high hopes for Ninja Steel, and Ninja Steel, it's not good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's just like Dino Charge. Like, they were using the same plot lines, the same storylines. Everything is just it's like a carbon copy of Dino Charge. And then the toy line, you know, the toy line is obviously different from Dino Charge because it's ninjas and all that. But the toy line has been meh too. Like, I've been collecting the Megazords and the action figures. And the Ninja Power Stars, the gimmick, I hate it. There are these foamy plastic stars that, you know, they don't do much. You literally put them on the morpher and it's just the sound and all that. At least with Dino Charges, you know, they were actually plastic things that you could play around with, and they had more features. With the Ranger keys, you know, the Ranger keys are awesome. That's like a representation of each Ranger. But the Ninja Steel Power Stars, you know, like, I'll pull one out right now. They're just really shitty looking. Like, you can't do anything with these, and the fact that they're trying to stretch this gimmick for like 2 years from 2017 until 2018, the fact we still have another year with these things, like, it's gonna annoy me. And they're not selling. Like, I've gone to ToysRus, I've seen other toy reviewers go to ToysRus and do hunt videos, and they're not selling. Nobody's buying them because they're just too cheap. And then just do a toy line, like, well, it's not bad. Ninninger was like a really alright toy line. Like, we're basically getting the same toys from Ninninger. Like, we're literally just, you know, we're making them more, you know, I'm not gonna say shitty, but we're making them more Americanized by taking off the paint and making them smaller and making them cheaper with the plastic. And it's not a bad toy line, but I don't know how to express it. Like, it's like alright. When the show is like meh for me, like, I can't buy the toys. And, you know, that was actually one of the reasons why I couldn't get into Samurai, because the show was just so boring to me. It was just so, like, uninteresting that I just didn't like the toys, and that's why it took me so long to get into, you know, Power Rangers. And it wasn't until Megaforce, and Megaforce was only because I started watching Sentai. So I was like, man, I mean, the toys are cheap, and they're basically the same thing, just, you know, it's a different show name or whatever. So yeah, but Megaforce, even Megaforce was a fun season to watch. I actually enjoyed watching Megaforce and Super Megaforce. I'm not gonna lie, I actually was into Power Rangers back then. But then Ninja Steel, it's just, like I said, it's a carbon copy of Dino Charge, and I wish I could make a video about this, but I feel like I've done so many videos about, you know, me just talking about the same show or this and that, so I'm just going to summarize it. Basically, the toy line has been lackluster lately. Now, if you guys saw one of my recent videos where I talk about the PatoRanger and LupinRanger suits, I actually talked about how most likely next year, for 2018, I'm going to be buying mostly Sentai toys. If you guys have seen my channel throughout the years, most of the time I'm reviewing Power Ranger toys because they're cheaper, you know, they're more available, I can just go to a store and get them for a cheaper price. Sentai toys I review here and there because, you know, I either find them for really cheap or I dig it, you know, I give in and I just buy a really expensive changer from the newest Sentai. Most of the Sentai toys I bought from a current Sentai was probably with Zyuohger last year. I did get most of the Zyuohger stuff. I got most of the changers, and I think I even got the mecha. But for Q-Ranger, it was just so many things that it was so many Rangers and so many Megazords and all stuff. I just couldn't keep track, and I didn't have the money to afford that. So instead, obviously I was focusing on Ninja Steel 2. I can't collect two toy lines at the same time. And yeah, but like I said in that video, if you guys want to check it out, I have a link in the description below. I talked about how next year I'm going to be getting most of the Sentai toys because Ninja Super Steel or Super Ninja Steel, whatever you want to call it, they're pretty much done with Ninninger toys. Like if you guys have seen Ninninger, Gekiyatsu Daio was actually the last Megazord, the last mecha for Ninninger, so I don't know what they're going to be releasing after this guy. With Dino Charge, I remember we had like 2 more Megazords left when Dino Charge ended, but with Ninja Steel it's over now. Like we already got the Lion Fire Megazord. I thought we were gonna get that guy like in Super Ninja Steel when I saw the toy images, but no, he came out like in September of this year. And then this guy is the last Megazord, and he already came out, so we're pretty much done with the Megazords. And yeah, so now pretty much the only thing I'm missing from Ninja Steel, the Ninja Steel toy line that I want to collect is probably the Lion Fire figures. The Lion Fire Morpher, which by the way I got the Japanese version because I can't get this American version. It sucks. I'll talk more about that in the review for that thing when the Japanese version comes in. And yeah, and I think the repainted Ninja Steel Saber that's like red now and has like fire on it, that looks pretty cool, so I'll get that. And yeah, I'm not gonna get the new super modes for the Megazord because they don't use them outside of Megazord, so what's the point? They look boring when you see the same thing over and over and it's the same place. I'm not gonna get those exclusive weapons that they only release in the toy line, and that's not even in the show. I'm not going to get those little cycles or whatever. None of that stuff, because none of that is in the show, and it doesn't really interest me. And you guys, I've seen my reviews where I've talked about many times, I only get the stuff that's in the show, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And pretty much, I don't really have a lot planned for Super Ninja Steel in 2018. I know the show is apparently going to get better, because it's going to be the 25th anniversary, and returning Rangers might come back, so that'll be fun to watch. But for the toy line, I pretty much won't be getting a lot of things, so expect a lot of Sentai reviews next year. And yeah, so I'm not promising anything. Maybe if they start releasing some cool stuff for Super Ninja Steel, I might get it. But for now, I'm like 100% like sure on getting Sentai stuff for next year. And yeah. Now guys, I don't want to ramble too much. I just wanted to talk about the Ninja Steel toy line real quick. And yeah, so I was dissing the Ninja Steel toy line, but this Megazord's still cool. I really like it. And yeah, I'm not gonna give you my thoughts on it because we just started the review. But yeah, this guy here is the Blaze Megazord, and like I said in Ninninger, this was actually the final Megazord for the Ninningers, and it was called Gekiyatsu Daio. And I'm not sure about you guys, but Blaze Megazord kind of sounds like a shitty name. Gekiyatsu Daio sounds like a really cool name. I remember when I used to watch the show in like 2015, way back then. Ninninger was probably the last Sentai that I watched that was airing at the same time. And I remember he got introduced and was like, Gekiyatsu Daio, and he would like pose, and it was really cool. And yeah, so Gekiyatsu Daio, or Blaze Megazord, or whatever you want to call him, there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. And yeah, so let's take away the toys, the Megazord pieces and all that from here. We're going to look at the packaging first, and then we'll look at the toy, and we'll do the usual. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is the packaging for the Megazord. It's a brand new packaging. I have a lot to say about it. It looks amazing. So yeah, so let's bring it up forward. If you guys hear really weird noises, it's me moving around in my seat. And yeah, so let me see if my camera doesn't fall back or anything. And guys, so here's the packaging for the Blaze Megazord. If you guys notice, it's different from the usual packaging from the past. If you guys are avid Power Ranger collectors from the toy line, you guys have realized that for the past 6 years of Power Rangers with Bandai, they've been releasing the same boring red packaging, and it's been getting so annoying. They've been doing it since Samurai. I can literally pull up the packaging for the Samurai Megazord, and it'll be red. Megaforce was red. Super Megaforce was red and like a little bit of blue. It's been the exact same thing, and here it is, Ninja Steel. The Ninja Steel Megazord has the exact same packaging look, and it was so boring. I remember just like I wanted them to change it so badly. If you guys were around back in the old days, with Wild Force, Ninja Storm, they would change the packaging every year. Wild Force had a really cool green color. Time Force had a green color too, but it was like light green, and it had like these numbers around it. Lightspeed Rescue had like a galaxy behind it. Lost Galaxy and In Space kind of did the same thing as Lightspeed, but they switched up most of the time. But for 6 years straight, we just kept getting red, and it was getting so annoying. And finally, they changed the packaging, and now the packaging for Super Ninja Steel, while it's just like a black color, it has like a little smoke thing on it, and it has like these really cool designs. I don't really have any of the other packaging for any of the other Megazords. They actually re-released most of the Ninja Steel Megazord, the Bull Rider Megazord, and this really cool packaging. And it's the same thing. It's just it has the Ninja Steel Megazord here, and then his face right here. And yeah, so they're re-releasing most of the Ninja Steel toys with Super Ninja Steel logos now. And yeah, so it's a really cool look. And for the Megazords, it's like this, like really cool. Like you can't. It's not like open window like this. For example, you guys see that you guys can kind of see the Megazord in there. The back is the open window this time, so you have to turn it around and look back, and that's where you'll see the Megazord. For the Lion Fire Morpher, which I don't plan on getting, but it's really because it's really shitty. It looks like a Japanese packaging toy because if you guys have been around, you guys remember that they usually release the Morphers with like open packaging, and people can touch them, and kids can, they'll drop in the store and they'll get scratched and stuff because it's open packaging. You can just touch it. But now with the Super Ninja Steel toy line, they've been putting them in the box inside, and you can't open it up obviously, so you have to look at the packaging and yeah, so it's not open packaging, and it's really, really cool that they're changing things up. I've been wanting that for so many years because I go to the store and I see a Morpher and then I can't get it because it has a scratch or the paint is chipped or something because some kid passed by and hit it. I mean, it is for kids, but come on, I'm trying to get it new. And yeah, guys, so yeah, so this is the packaging for the Megazord. Really, really cool. I won't talk much more about the Megazord packaging because it's going to get stale if I keep talking about the same thing. But yeah, but it says Saban's Power Rangers right here. Really cool new logo. It's silver. And then here's the Blaze Megazord, his face from the show. And then here's the Blaze Megazord in toy mode. And yeah, you guys can kind of notice this from the show because in the show, his head is a lot like rounder. That's the shuriken. And in Japan, the shurikens were like thick instead of like the thin little plastic foamy ones we have here. And yeah, the Blaze Megazord has this really cool feature where it launches little ranger things out of his chest. Gekiatsu Daio had that feature in Japan. I'm really glad they brought it over here. And down here they show you all the things that it comes with, all the Megazord, the pieces for the Megazord, and then the 6 little darts, 6 Zords combined. This is actually the first Megazord that's like a 6-piece formation that comes in one. So yeah, it's really cool. Bandai logo right here, H is 4 and up. Blaze Megazord name. On the side it's just a Blaze Megazord and some really cool smoke and a black background. On the other side it's just like the side of the open packaging. On the bottom it's just random information about the toy. And the back looks really cool. You guys can kind of see me there. Hi guys, how are you? I'm filming this review shirtless, so I got like a 6-pack and stuff. Nah, it's all jokes. Yeah, so here it says, I'm gonna just do a zoom up so I don't have to move my camera too much. So let's zoom in right there. Hopefully my camera clears up. So you guys see that it's the 6 Zords combined. The 6 Zords are the Falcon Sword, the Piranha Zord, the Serpent Sword, the Tortoise Sword, the Tiger Zord, and Panda Zord. And I'll show you guys each separately, and I'll tell you the names again so you guys, don't get confused. It comes with the little Ranger Darts too, like I said. That's the Megazord combined. And yeah, so let's go down here now. Alright, you can command the Megazord. I don't know what that really means, but okay, that's cool. And then collect them all. So here are the 3 Megazords from the Ninja Steel toy line. Without Lion Fire is not in there because he's more of a Ultra Zord or whatever. Here's the Ninja Steel Megazord, Bull Rider, and then the new Blaze Megazord that we're reviewing right now. And then the Zord Builder compatible little cycle thingies that I will never get because they're not really worth the money or whatever. And yeah, guys, so that was the packaging. Really, really cool. I'm really, really happy that they changed the packaging. I've been wanting that for so long. And yeah, guys, so now that we're done with the packaging, let's finally start taking a look at the toy itself. Alright, guys, so here are the Zords, all out of the packaging, all separated. Let's start taking a look at each one by order of range or whatever. The first one we're going to take a look at is the Falcon Zord, the Red Ranger's Falcon Sword. He has this really cool fire theme. Falcon Zord is actually the name of the White Ranger's Falcon Zord from Mighty Morphin. So, for all you Mighty Morphin fans out there, he uses the same name or whatever if you guys recognize that. And yeah, he even has that little cool thing that the Falcon Sword from Mighty Morphin does. I don't have the Legacy Falcon Sword. I'm not a huge fan of Mighty Morphin, so I never really got anything from the Legacy toy line when it came to Mighty Morphin. But if I had him, I would do a comparison with him. And yeah, so he did this. I remember in the Power Rangers movie, he swooped in and he went like this. I think he was in the Power Rangers movie. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie from '95. I don't remember. I haven't seen that in a while. I think he was in it. But yeah, but he has the Red Ranger's logo here, that famous cross thing. When I saw the ninja suits, I actually thought like they had they reminded me like a cross from like the church and stuff. It was a really weird thing at the time. But now I'm used to it. And yeah, so that was the Red Ranger's Falcon Zord. Next up is the Blue Ranger's Serpent Zord. If I'm correct, it's still like a dragon, but it's like a dragon from Europe or something like that. It's like this really weird European dragon theme, but it's called the Serpent Zord, so we'll call it Serpent Zord for now. And the Blue Ranger's Zord, it's like a mix of a bike and a serpent, or a dragon serpent thing. And yeah, so you can actually put an action figure on this and have it roll around. It's like literally a cycle, one of those shitty cycles that they release for the toy line each year. So yeah, and he has these really cool orange fiery things on the side and stuff, and yeah, that looks really cool. I love that. I've always been a huge fan of the whole fire thing that the Gekiatsu has and stuff, and yeah. Next up is the Yellow Ranger's ToysRus, and this is actually the biggest Zord from this set. And yeah, I actually had his head down when I took him out of the packaging. So now here he is with his head up, and yeah, he doesn't really do much. He just rolls around and stuff. He's the main body piece for the Rangers and stuff, and you can put the little dart guys in there. Again, he has that fiery theme. I love the orange, by the way. I love the orange that each Zord has. It just looks really cool. I love everything about Gekiatsu. Next up is the White Ranger's Tiger Zord. Yeah, I got it right. Another Mighty Morphin callback. Wow, they really love MMPR up in this bit. Nah, just jokes. Yeah, so this is the Tiger Zord, just like Tiger Zord from Mighty Morphin Season 2. And yeah, so there's the White Ranger Zord. You guys see her big logo right here. And yeah, and it's pretty much a leg. It doesn't really do much. It doesn't really roll. It has nothing under it. You just can have it fly like this and stuff. And yeah, it has some fire orange plastic back here. Makes it look like it's flying around and stuff. Really cool. And yeah, next up is the Pink Ranger's Panda Zord. I think this is the first Panda Zord actually we get in Power Rangers, and on top it has the Pink Ranger's logo, helmet shape or whatever you want to call it, and it rolls. Really cool. The fact that this rolls, you know, the fact that it spins and the Ninja Stars don't spin, that's sad, Bandai. And yeah, another leg, by the way. Really cool Panda Zord. Actually, in Japan, the face was white. I don't know why they didn't make it white in this. Really weird. Yeah, and finally, the Gold Ranger is the last one with the Zord, and it's the Piranha Zord. And this doesn't really do much. It's just a Piranha, you know, just with the star on the side. And yeah, that's it. You know, just Piranha Zord. Now, obviously, each Ninja Steel Megazord comes with a Power Star wannabe. It's not actually a Power Star. It's like a cop out version, I guess you could call it. The Blaze Megazord has one too. Here it is, and this looks like a Ninja Power Star. It looks like you put it in the Morpher and it can spin, but it doesn't do anything. And the reason why is because in Japan, when Ninja toys were being released, these were actually Power Stars too. They would come with Power Stars, just like how the Dino Charge Megazord came with a Dino Charger, and the Super Mega Force Megazord came with Ranger keys. You know, the Ninninger toys came with their gimmicks too, but since these, I guess they didn't make them into the foamy things, because the foamy ones, I don't know why they didn't do that. They actually would have been cool if these were like the foam ones. That would have been at least better, you know, but whatever. You know, this doesn't really do anything. It's just a helmet for the Megazord. Yeah, Ninja Steel Megazord had one. I just showed it right now. Bull Rider Megazord had one too. Oh, God. Okay, here it is. And then the Lion Fire Megazord had one too, but the helmet, the face is actually connected to the head for that one. So this one is just like a straight, you know, big star thing. Yeah, but this one has one too. It's a clear one. And yeah, like I said, there's no Ninja Power Star comes with this toy, so I don't really do any sounds to the Morph or anything. Again, that sucks, but whatever. And yeah, guys, the final thing we're going to take a look at is the little Ranger darts. These guys, you insert them into the ToysRus and they spin out. They pop out, I mean, when you press the lever in the back, you pull it up and you move it around. They come out. So we'll do that when he's in Megazord mode. But here's the Red Rangers. Let me see if it focuses on it, my camera, because it's such a small little thing. By the way, it's the same mold for each one. You know, they don't actually put the Ranger's helmet on the face. God, I don't know why it's not focusing. Let me see if I can put my flash for my phone out. So yeah, so let me see if you guys can kind of notice. Yeah, it's the Red Ranger. For every single one, it's just the Red Ranger. Just painted a color to represent each Ranger from the team. But yeah, but the Ranger, the little Ranger guy is just like looking up, and it looks like, you know, to symbolize that he's you know, he's looking up and he's just firing away. This guy hasn't debuted in Ninja Steel yet. He's coming up in Super Ninja Steel now, so yeah, you guys haven't seen any of this stuff in action, but Ninninger had it, so yeah. And yeah, I won't really show each one because it's the exact same thing, just different color. But yeah, but I'll do like a little flash show. You know, here it is. That's all of them. And yeah, they actually remind me of the Jewelger little figures that would come with the changers. If I had that in storage, but if I can pull it out, you know, they're almost the same size. Actually, I compared them and everything when I got this Megazord a few weeks ago. I took it out and I compared them, and yeah. Hey guys, so that's all the stuff that comes with this awesome Megazord. Now we're gonna start combining the Zords and stuff, and let's go. The Blaze Megazord is one of the easiest Megazords to combine. I remember I had like a struggle or two with each Megazord I've gotten, like Dino Charge. I kind of had to get used to it. Super Mega Force was probably an easy one, but every single Megazord I've had like trouble with. But the Blaze Megazord, gee, like I looked at a picture of the Megazord and I just got everything right. Like I didn't even have like an issue with it. And yeah, it's just when this guy actually came out in Japan, the Gekiatsu Dio was released. I said, dude, like if Bandai America can't mess this guy up, like he'll be so easy to like bring over here because he looks like a Bandai America toy. Like this guy, he's like I think when Bandai of Japan was making, or whoever makes the Megazord designs for Japan, when they were making this guy, they were like, you know what, just do whatever, you know, just make him easy, simple, you know, as long as it's wacky design that Ninninger has, and yeah. But it's just an easy Megazord to combine, and yeah, so, you know, I'm not gonna mess it up, obviously, but I'll show you guys anyway, you know, so you guys, in case any of you guys out there, you know, are slow. Nah, no, I'm just joking, yeah. So yeah, so you start off by using, I'm gonna start off by using the turtle Zord or whatever. The first thing you're gonna do is get his head and pull it down, and yeah, push it down. And then here you have the little ports for the legs and stuff, so we're gonna combine the legs first so you can stand. We're gonna get the White Ranger Zord and put him on the left. So put that in there. Next up is the Pink Ranger's Panda Zord. We're gonna raise up the head, make it look, you know, so you can stand and stuff, and we're gonna connect that here. So he's already standing up. We're already like halfway done. Really cool, huh? Yep. All right. Next up is the Blue Ranger's arm thing. He's an arm. You put him on the right. You get the Piranha Zord. Put it on the left. We're almost done. That's so cool. Next up is the Power Star wannabe. You put that up here. That's the helmet, and it looks like he could be done. He looks like a Megazord already. Like there's no point for the Red Ranger Zord. But you know, if you don't have the Red Ranger Zord, it's gonna look weird. And yeah, so the Falcon Zord acts like a helmet thing. I don't really know what the Falcon Zord does up there. Like he's just like, oh, like my wings are like a little thing for your hat or whatever. And yeah, so basically here's the Blaze Megazord. Here's Gekiatsu Dio. If you guys have seen an intro, he would pose like this and he would go Gekiatsu Dio. And yeah, and there would be like fire in the back and he'd go ch 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 ch. So yeah, I remember that. That's, you know, I actually had pretty much fun with Ninninger watching it. A lot of people hate on Ninninger, but Ninninger was actually a pretty cool season. Like I had fun watching it here and there. There was times where I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? But other times Ninninger had some really fun times. And yeah, and then yeah, so here he is. Really cool. For being the last Megazord for the Ninninger and Ninja Steel, you know, he's really basic looking. Like he looks like a main Megazord. And yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I actually really like his design. I like the orange. I like orange as a color on plastic. It's just really cool looking. Let's compare him to some of the past Megazords in the Ninja Steel toy line. Here's the Bull Rider Megazord. The Bull Rider Megazord is smaller than him, actually. And here's the Ninja Steel Megazord, too. While we're at it, let me put him back a little bit so you guys can kind of see the other Megazords with him. Out of the three, I'm probably going to say the Blaze Megazord looks the best. He looks really cool. The Ninja Steel Megazord was alright. I just, you know, it was really... After a while, I got kind of bored of him. Bull Rider, not as much. He's probably my least favorite out of the entire Megazord line. He doesn't really do much with his legs. You can't move him around. You can just move his arms and stuff, and yeah. But the Blaze Megazord looks really cool with the orange, and I love the little Dart Ranger thingy that we're going to show you guys right now. And yeah, so he's probably my favorite Megazord out of all it. But when it comes with Lion Fire, you know, when you bring in this guy, the Lion Fire Megazord, which I don't even think you guys can see him in camera. Yeah, here he is. He's too big to fit, so when we do the combination that the Blaze Megazord has with the Lion Fire, we're going to have to do it on my floor because I don't think he's going to fit in. Alright guys, so now we're going to take a look at the little Ranger Dart thingies that I was mentioning earlier that they shoot out of his chest. I really love this. I love the fact that it just shoots out the Rangers and stuff. That was really a cool idea when it first came out in Ninninger. I think this is the first Megazord that I have that like shoots anything out. It reminds me a lot of the 80s mechas with Sentai. If you guys have seen, for example, I think with the Dynaman, Dynaman's mecha when the toy was released, Dyna Robo, I think that was his name. His fist would shoot out. Sentai did this thing in the 80s where like each mecha for each season, like the arms, the hands would shoot out of the mecha when you press like a button on the toy. I don't know if that was part of the show, but I really like that idea that it would shoot out like parts of its body. And yeah, so they never really brought that back, but it's kind of back with this, with the little ranger darts. It doesn't really shoot out any parts of his body, but at least you shoot something out of it. And it looks, it's more fun. You're actually, you're hitting the villain with some stuff, and it's just a really cool thing. And yeah, so it's really easy to throw them out. You just insert them here into little holes. I'm gonna do it in ranger order, so I'm gonna do red, blue, yellow, white, pink, etc. And yeah, so let's put them in here in the hole. In total, there's 6 holes. Okay, that sounds weird. Yeah, so let's do that. Pink, and then gold. And yeah, guys, so there you are. Here you have all 6 rangers there. And then what you're gonna do is, you're gonna get the back of the ToysRus or whatever, and you're gonna pull out this little lever right here, and you just start moving it around. You can do it right or left, however you want. Hopefully, I don't lose the little ranger darts, but yeah. So you guys see right here, we're gonna shoot them out. So yeah, you guys see that they're shooting out right now. Really cool. And yeah, you guys can also do it really quick and stuff. In the show, they went like quicker than what I did. I just went really slow. But yeah, but in the show, they were like, and they would just shoot out all at the same time, and it was really cool. And yeah, awesome. Alright guys, so now we're going to do the only combination the Blaze Megazord is involved in, and that is a combination that he does with the Lion Fire Megazord. Now, like I said, the Blaze Megazord hasn't appeared in Ninja Steel yet. He's set to appear in Super Ninja Steel. So obviously, we haven't seen this combination yet, but I've seen Ninninger, 2 years ago, and I've also, I've read the instructions that came with this guy, so I know that he does combine with the Lion Fire Megazord, and it's pretty easy. It actually is a recycling of the Ninja Steel Megazord's combination with the Lion Fire Megazord. Just the Falcon Zord. This time he gets on top of the Lion Fire Megazord, and yeah, and it's basically that. That's the only difference. But we're gonna do it anyway because I want to show you guys and stuff. And yeah, now guys, I don't have 3 hands, so I can't just I can't hold the camera and hold the toy at the same time. So I'll try my best to like have you guys see what I'm doing. But yeah, but first of all, we're gonna oh crap. All right, I just dropped the Blaze Megazord. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Blaze Megazord. Oh my god, oh no. I just dropped him, like, really badly. He's okay, guys. He's okay. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to involve the Lion Fire Megazord. I'm going to work on him, and I'm going to show you guys what we have to do with him. It's pretty easy. Like I said, it's a recycling of the Ninja Steel Megazord combination. So let's go. Alright, so, let me get my camera up here. So you guys see the Lion Fire Megazord here right now, really cool. We're on my floor, by the way. If you guys saw the Lion Fire Megazord review, you guys know that I filmed most of this down here in the floor of my room. So you just twist him around like this, and yeah, really cool. You guys see that now. This is the back of the Lion Fire Megazord, and it still looks like a Megazord, just hollow this time. And then the top, you get that big power star he does, and you turn it around, and okay, here it is. Yeah, this right here, yeah. So you guys kind of see this is what's going to hold the Blaze Megazord. The Blaze Megazord does have articulation on his legs, so you're going to articulate him and put him in a position where he's sitting down. But before that, we're going to also get the Bull Rider Megazord's legs, and we're going to do that thing that the Bull Rider does where you put his legs. Yeah, you get his legs and you put him on the side of the Lion Fire Megazord. So yeah, you see right there I already put this one. And then just the other side. I always get confused as to how to put them, yeah, so you put it like that. And then next up you get the Blaze Megazord, and you get that big Falcon Zord on top of him, on top of his head. That's on top of the hat. And now you put him on the Lion Fire Megazord's head. And yeah, so you put him like that, like he's looking forward. So you guys see him there. And yeah, and then finally you get the Blaze Megazord. And actually, I almost forgot. Alright, let's take out the dart guy, the dart rangers, by the way. I'm going to call them that, the dart rangers. They're little darts. You're going to twist it from the back. And what you're going to be doing is you're basically going to kick out all the dart guys. You're going to take them out of there because we're not going to use them in formation. You guys are going to see what I'm doing right now. Alright, let's put the darts away. First thing we're going to do, let's put this right the way it was. And then, oh, okay, this right here, and then put it inside. Alright, so you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna articulate him like he's sitting down. You're gonna get the back, the little lever in the back, you're gonna pull it up and all the way, and you guys are gonna see a male Zord builder port right there. Then you take off the power star, the bootleg wannabe power star on his head. You put that aside, and then you connect the Blaze Megazord inside the Lion Fire Megazord. Alright, so you heard that click sound. Alright, so it's almost done. We literally have everything ready. All we have to do now is get this, and this we're gonna connect it to the chest of the Blaze Megazord. And if I remember correctly, it's like this. Hey guys, so here you have the Blaze Megazord's combination with the Lion Fire Megazord. I don't know what the combo is yet, the name of the you know, big Ultra Zord looking thing. It'll most likely be like Blaze Megazord Lion Fire mode or something like that. I'm sorry I'm breathing really heavily, guys. This is, you know, it's tiring to just crouch on the floor and hold these heavy toys and stuff. And yeah, the Lion Fire Megazord is actually a pretty big toy. If you guys want to see a closer look, here it is. It's not an ugly formation. It just looks kind of whack because in the Japanese version, Lion Fire was a little bit smaller. So, you know, his legs, the Blaze Megazord's legs were actually, you know, laying right here. His feet were laying right here instead of just, you know, it looks like a little kid sitting on a big seat. But it looks really cool. I really like the formation. The back is just the Lion Fire Megazord's front, so nothing new there. But yeah, but that's the formation it has with the Blaze Megazord. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on the Blaze Megazord is that it's a really cool Megazord. It's simple, it's fun, it's probably my most favorite Megazord out of the Ninja Steel toyline. Like I said earlier, the Ninja Steel Megazord was alright. After a while I kind of got bored of it. The Bull Rider Megazord doesn't really do much, but this guy has a little dart feature, it has really cool wacky colors. I love the translucent orange it has around him to represent fire and stuff, and it's just a really cool, simple Megazord. And yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna say that this guy's better than the Lion Fire Megazord. Probably the Lion Fire Megazord is my favorite Megazord / Sword out of the Ninja Steel toyline in general, because it's just such a big, massive thing, and it has like play features everywhere. It has sounds. It's going off right now. It has, you know, it's this big play set and stuff, and yeah, and I really love that. But this guy, you know, if you're balling on a budget, you know, this guy is also available, and he's really cool looking. He's, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion, he's a lot better than Ninja Steel Megazord and Bull Rider Megazord. So if you guys, you know, if you can't afford the gigantic Lion Fire Megazord, you guys can always go for this guy, and he's really fun. I mean, that's my opinion. If you guys enjoy the Ninja Steel Megazord and the Bull Rider Megazord, that's fine, you know, get those. But if you guys want to know what I think, you know, I think this guy is really cool looking, and yeah. Now, before I end the video, guys, I just want to announce that this is most likely going to be my last Ninja Steel Megazord review. I don't plan on picking up any of those ugly repaints just for one auxiliary Zord. And while I might probably get PatoRanger, LupinRanger stuff, that doesn't really count as Ninja Steel because that's a different season. So yeah, so for Ninja Steel, I'm pretty much done with the mecha. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the Megazords. This is the last Megazord for Ninja Steel. And Ninja Steel was a fun toy line, you know, for the Megazords, not for in total, you know. Like I said earlier, most of the toy line has been meh, but the Megazord, you know, there were strong ones, there were weak ones. I would definitely say the Lion Fire and Blaze Megazord are the better Megazords, while Ninja Steel and Bull Rider are, you know, not as much. So you guys kind of see, you know, the Blaze, you know, like, you can't really see the Lion Fire Megazord, but you guys saw him right now when I was doing the whole combo thing. And yeah, but it was fun collecting it, you know. I can't wait till we find out what next season we're going to get for Power Rangers. For now, you know, stay tuned for more reviews. I will be reviewing more Super Ninja Steel stuff, like the repainted Saber, and maybe most of the figures if they release those eventually. And then I will also be doing a review of the Shotsetsu Changer from Ninninger, which is the Lion Fire Morpher's Japanese version, which is a lot better than the Lion Fire Morpher. And yeah, guys, but stay tuned for a lot more videos. I do have a lot more stuff planned out. And yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this is Roberto for Ranger Mania, signing out.